out in scrims because they don't play the same way in scrims that they will play against.
Yeah, so either way, it's gonna...
We gotta come back to this because Jarex is being hunted down by Synderen.
Yeah, he's got a couple of stacks on him. He manages to dodge the Sunstrike, but now here comes the Invoker coming in with that Cold Snap. This should be a first blood. Fodder trying to do what he can. If he could get the turnaround on Slicks, that would be pretty big. A few more auto attacks. He misses one uphill. He needs one after this, but the Fairy Fire coming out from Slicks. And now Fodder pushed back.
By Puck as well.
Yeah.
Big part, as you know, it's the creeps that you really wanted there did not go to the Bat Rider.
Ooh, Seal Kid. Yeah, he's gonna go for the TP, but there's a magic missile at the ready. Jarex being a little rude there. I mean, he's making sure that the shallow grave doesn't take...
Seemed like a maybe slightly over-aggressive play to me. That's...
And yeah, the catchback folks up, although this will be told. We're having a glimpse back in mid. Fodder, he manages to drop the Dream Coil. They only have the auto attacks. He phase shifts a bunch of them, but one more will get him. A really nice play there coming out of Fog. Answer Gold, I think, is really impressive because they are playing a support down basically.
Yeah, but to be fair, they are max.
Oh, the Dream Coil onto Fog. I don't think there's a great way for the Disruptor to get away. He'll try, but the cooldown. Nice attempt there, but a really nice play by Puck. Seeing
well, he's going to be out on the courier as we speak.
Yeah, and we will. Okay, thank you, camera. Oh, I hear Puck using that ult again on Fog. Fog can't catch a break here. He's gonna drop the kinetic field, but end up going down to the rocket barrage. So Liquid score themselves. So maybe he'll try to get some single pickoffs. Obviously, they have a lot of good single target kill potential with the Bat Rider and a Invoker. There's going to be a tiny glimpse. Fog again taking the Dream Coil. The Shallow Grave comes out. He is in a lot of trouble still, I think. Killed by the creeps. Wasn't great.
Not sure what sort of like if I call the ambulance, you won't learn your lesson. No?
I hope that's not how they treat Dota. We're gonna see a Yule's coming out onto Jerax, but no follow-up. And we need to talk about... They've spent 3 centuries attempting to de-ward their jungle, and the Dire was just feeling comfortable in there before. I think they caught 1 ward with that.
Yeah, it's the other issue is that...
Oh, there's gonna be a glimpse back into Static Storm onto Fodder. Can they get enough damage before he gets out of there and is able to use spells? They blow him up. Now Kuroki in the Ancient Black Dragon.
Is still trying to get up, but...
Oh, we have a smoke. Synderen's going on a different target than the rest of them. They're going to end up picking off Matama Man on one side. And now the drag back on Jerax. Jerax moving very fast for a second there. Can they catch her out? There is also mind control on the dogs here. And now Fodder coming in, drops a big silence and a Dream Coil. This should set them up for a really nice wall vacuum. But mind control has no mana because he didn't go mana boot spells. Still, they managed to pick off one. Will this help Synderen get away? No, the vacuum comes out. Synderen's going to be taking a lot of damage. If Era at the very least can get out, you can argue it's even. And yeah.
Should be able to get it.
But I think there's still a lot State can do. We haven't seen, I think, Slicks used to his fullest extent yet. I definitely think, oh, we have an engagement up on top. It looks like Era manages to use that time lapse. He's still under the effects of the Dream Coil. He's invisible now. He doesn't have... Oh, okay, Kuroki thought he went maybe the other way, but doesn't matter. Era gets picked off by Fodder. Jerax coming in just in case he needs to, and Jerax actually getting awfully close to a drum. It just feels like all across the map, we can see it in the net worth, but Liquid's just doing better everywhere. Oh, yeah. As I say that though, we're gonna see, oh, the Night Swap coming out from Jerax. They're actually gonna glimpse Matama Man back. There is the Static Storm coming down. Synderen getting that Shallow Grave, gonna keep him alive. Can he fight any more? He's already used that lasso. He can at least sticky napalm up. No, vacuum back before he can do anything. And that'll be that.
That the Weaver has to rush a Monkey Bar, or the Weaver is in effect out these fights. What you want to be dealing with.
And speaking of ineffective, blown up is Era on the bottom there. We're seeing a Dagon out on the Puck. She is being tossed up in the air. We'll see if they can bring down this Puck, but a beautiful swap again from Jerax. The glimpse back. That doesn't seem to matter too much. Fodder still doing a lot of damage. Is now stuck in the trees actually, but they see you. Fodder, can they bring down on that Puck? It's looking like Fodder up in the air again. It's living on 4 health. Is Fodder really gonna get out of this one? Okay.
That's gotta... I mean, he didn't farm tremendously well, but considering his opponents have a massive gold advantage, hours kills.
Oh.
Okay. Just a casual dragon kill there.
Yeah, Fodder really taking advantage of this small health pool on the Weaver, as you said. session. I'm pretty sure he was over 400, as you said. Considering how far behind they are, it's not atrocious. Right now it is. He's now got Kuroki being a real pain to all of them inside of the Ancient Granite. Some nice stuff like Static Storm. The Bat Rider can pull people in. Slick should have some funky stuff coming out of that Invoker. We'll see whether he can do any of it, but instead Fodder with the silence opens up, manages to orb away. Slick's blown up by the flag cannon coming out of Matamba Man. He didn't have a second to respond there, and with nothing, I mean, this is the problem with the Disruptor. He has no way of actually stopping this aggression. What's he gonna do? Oh, and speaking of what's he gonna do, he's gonna be vacuumed back. We're gonna see people being blown up. Fog's just gonna walk sadly away. Will he fall to their auto attacks? They decide to let him live this time, and while Cinderin is trying to make something happen on the top lane, he's just not in base. I think he has his full stealth up. I'm not sure it does anything at this point in the game.
We're looking at closing in on 1,000 gold.
We have pulled someone into the fountain. We've pulled Puck into the fountain as he was shopping for his Dagon, so that's something.
It's your EG, your Secret, your OG, somebody like that. I think the early game aggression that those teams tend to bring people would make it much more
difficult. Someone's being blown up over here by Fodder. We can hear it, but maybe they'll get the return kill. Fodder using that phase shift. Is he going to be able to blink away? There's a bug on him. He manages to illusory orb and dodge the attacks and another dodge. Let's see if when he comes out of it, he is blown up by the Sunstrike, but now here comes the Tumber Man. He is going in on folks. Seal Kid explodes. A gem pops out of him, and that's horrible. That's the transfer.
Do anything, but like you said, there's no semblance of map control without that gem. And the Radiant jungle is so heavily skewed towards the Dire invasion. There's such a disadvantage there in
glyphing it up. Let's see. They've got a couple of big potential plays. They've got a lasso. Of course, they have to catch up Jerax, so they're just gonna get swapped, and instead Matumba Band takes their melee racks, looking like he's gonna back on out. Oh, there's the blink in two through the vacuum wall. Also now there's gonna be a big cooldown hit on 3. Doesn't even matter. Kills them all. Slicks could buy back here, but I'm not sure if they'll buy back or just call it, and there's the GG.
Yeah, at this stage, there's not a lot they can do. They fought admirably for a while into a pretty significant deficit. Like I said, they're closing in on 1,000 gold per minute deficit.
Yeah, it was a rough one, but I think State Gaming still, showed us that they had some good coordination areas. I think just a little outplayed.
Yeah.
To be honest. And the Venge pick into the bat, right? There were also some issues where I think the bat smoked up. Didn't really work out for them, that first smoke blink.
Yeah, I can't